Hello, on this short video, we're going to go through how you solve factor trees. So let me just share my screen with you. Okay, so factor trees are basically what you would use to break the main number here down into its prime factors. And you would use this for finding the highest common factor or lowest common multiple of a number. So let me explain what I mean. If we are looking at finding the prime factors of, we'll do 36 as that's the one on the other page. Think of two numbers which would multiply together to make 36. So you could start with 1 and 36, but we'll ignore that because we'd just be back to where we started. 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4, 9, 6 and 6. So excluding the top one, we can pretty much choose any pair that we like, but we'll go with 4 and 9 for the purpose of this video. Okay, so let's go 4 and 9 because 4 times 9 equals 36. Okay, neither of those are prime numbers, so what we'll need to do is let's just pop some arrows in there. We'll need to break both of those down again. So if we start by deciding on a set of numbers that would multiply together to make 4. So we could either go 1 times 4, which again we'll ignore, or 2 times 2. Okay, so because we're not using the 1 times 4, because that would leave us where we were, we'll take the 2 times 2 and pop that here and here. And then once we've done that side, we'll then do the same with the 9 and choose two numbers that multiply together that make 9, but we'll ignore the 1 and the 9. So that only leaves us with 3 times 3. And so we'll pop those here and here. And because 2 and 3 are both prime numbers, we'll pop those in circles and that will give us our final answer. So when you actually write it as your answer, what you would do is what we've in effect got is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. But this can be tidied up. So we've just got 2 squared. So 2 times 2 times 3 squared because we've got 2 lots of the 2 and 2 lots of the 3. So that can be written like that. And if we wanted to check it, we can do. So 2 times 2 equals 4 and 3 times 3 equals 9. 4 times 9 takes us back to 36. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let's try another one. This time let's do a bigger number. Let's do 74. Okay, so the factors of 74 are 1 and 74. I really should have tried this out before I started. 2 and 37. 3 is not going to work. And I know 3 is not going to work because if I take the 7 plus 4 and add them together, it equals 11. And because that's not a number in the 3 times table or not a multiple of 3, I know it's not going to divide by 3. 2 is not going to work because it's odd. Sorry, 4 is not going to work because we already know 2 is not going to work. 5 isn't going to work because it ends in a 4, and for something to be a multiple of 5, it needs to end in a 5 or 0. 6 can't work because we know that 3 didn't work. 7 won't work because 10 times 7 is 70, 11 times 7 is 77. 8 won't work, 9 won't work, 10 won't work. We might as well stop there because it would appear that there are only options. So what we can do with this one is we'll take the 2 times 7, pop 2 on this side, 37 on this side, and we're already left with 2 prime numbers. So our answer would just be 2 times 37. Okay, let's do one more for luck. I tell you what, we'll take 100. So our options to get to 100 would obviously be 1 times 100, but we'll ignore that. 2 times 50. 3 won't work because again 1 plus 0 doesn't make a multiple of 3. 4 times 25. 5 times 20. Whoops. 6 won't work, 7 won't work, 8 won't work, 9 doesn't work. So the next one is 10 times 10. And we can choose, once again, we can choose any one of those pairs that we want to. But if we take, let's take 2 times 50. Okay, so we'll pop 2 in and we'll pop the 50 in. Okay, 2's prime, so we'll just pop that in the circle and we can forget about it for now. 50, so pairs of numbers that will multiply together to make 50 will be, leave those there a second. 1 times 50, which we're going to ignore, 2 times 25, or 5 times 10. Let's go with 5 times 10. So 5's prime, so we'll pop that in the circle and take 10. Okay, 10 can be made by 5 times 2. There's no other options, so we'll take that as our example. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, so that means, yep, our answer can be written as 2 times 5 times 5 times 2, which can be simplified down to 2 squared times 5 squared. And once again, if you want to double check it, 5 times 5 is 25. Times that by 2 would be 50. And 50 times 2 would be 100. Okay, so 2 squared times 5 squared is our answer. I hope that makes sense. We do have a download for this, which is a series of downloads. I'll pop the link in the comments below, so if you want it, feel free to download it and help yourself. Have a great day and good luck with the maths.